So we got a really good question from an investor client the other day that we actually hear pretty often here at Bird Dog Group. The question was, in a nutshell, I'm doing a major renovation remodel flip. Should I, while I'm in there, add X amount of square feet? It'll cost me X amount of dollars. Will it be worth it? The challenge for investors in this scenario is you're thinking, if I increase the square footage of the property, I might potentially raise the ceiling on my sale price, but the cost of that addition also really raises my floor. That's another expense I have to get over top of to make any profit. What should I do here? So, to help our clients decide what makes sense for them, because this is the first thing I want to be clear on, there's no correct answer. It's just pros, cons, risk versus reward, just a decision that has to be made, right? It's all about your own personal comfort level. To be consistent for our clients, what we like to do at Bird Dog Group is just go back to what was their initial plan for profit in the deal. For some investors, it's a pretty small number, I find actually. The plan from day one is we're going to go in here and build the biggest, baddest house you've ever seen in this neighborhood. We're going to do it for X amount of dollars and sell it for this much more. That's been your plan for day one. For a lot of builders and contractors, that is the game plan. We're doing work and selling that work at a premium. That's your plan for profit. If so, this might make a ton of sense for you no matter what. Now, for many investors, however, that's not really the plan. The plan is to find properties and purchase them at a discount to value. Renovation, rehab, this is all just kind of a means to an end. It's to get the property to a retail financeable condition so we can realize the gains we made on the purchase of the property. If that is your plan when it comes to stuff like this, be really careful because what you might inadvertently do is change strategies midway through the deal. You might go from buying at a steep discount to saying, hey, we're going to pay a contractor retail and try to sell that work at an even higher price. And often the market says, no, 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 no. I'm not overpaying for that work. In fact, I only want to pay retail for it. I'm paying less than that because it's already done. That's how the market works in many cases. You got to be careful. Now, the one scenario where even discount buyers can do these additions and they can make a lot of sense is when you find someone, for example, that is using comps that are all 2,000 square feet and you purchase an 1,100 square foot house. If the comps you used are all that square footage and you're much smaller, sometimes that cost per square foot doesn't really translate. You just need to get up to that standard because that's what buyers in the neighborhood are expecting to pay anywhere near that price. That's where oftentimes I can find additions like that can make sense. Either way, it's a risk versus reward scenario. There's no correct answer. You just have to decide what makes sense for you.